Hi, welcome everyone. It's Traci from Downward Dog Rising. I'm here to give you a yoga workout this evening to stretch post-run recovery or post-workout recovery. If you do like a cardio workout and you just feel like your joints got all stiff on you and they feel like they need a little stretch, this is perfect for you. So I know if I don't stretch after I run, like I did today, I get really stiff. And so this really helps to lubricate your joints and to get your range of motion back so that next time you go out and do your next run, you don't feel like it's your range is gone or anything. So this really helps restore your mobility. Okay, so join me and let's get started. I want you to start off. I'm just going to have you do a seated butterfly. I just kind of pay attention to what feels good, like in the body, and just go from there. If you bring the bottoms of your feet together, and you're just going to do these little butterflies for a second to get the hips to loosen up. And then once you feel your hips loosen up, then you'll just rotate the bottoms of your feet up a little, and then that'll get your inner thighs to twist outward like that, and you could just let your knees drop down to the mat and just stay here and start to breathe into your stretch. Just go inward, just feel centered. Root down, ground down to the bottom of your sits bones, into the bottom of your pelvis. Let's root in and connect with our Muladhara, or root chakra. Think of the color red. Just let any tension ease right out of your hips. I'm listening to Buddha music tonight, made 3 days ago, I think. 3 days ago, Buddha bar, Buddha music, Serenity and sound. It's called the Buddha bar experience. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Sit tall. Just feel centered and grounded. Press top ahead to sky. Take another deep inhale here. And then see if you can reach over the legs a little bit. Go a little deeper. I'm trying to stay in butterfly as I stretch forward, but I usually have to take it into diamond to open my hips enough to make it doable. Seeing if I can stay. You may feel the same way. If you could go deeper, you could take a yoga block, stick it under your forehead, hinge completely forward over, and stay here for a few breaths. It's like really uncomfortable in my hip socket right now, and it's like the kind that doesn't get better with time. So I'm gonna redirect. Heels further than the groin. Move the legs a little further out, away from your center. It opens up a little more space. So in yin, this is called diamond. And then continue and come forward. It'll buy you a little more space than the butterfly does. If you were fine with butterfly, by all means stay there and keep going deeper into it. Just needed a little less of an angle to be able to do it. All right. Just want you to go deeper into your body. I'm not going to talk as much tonight. Just go with it. Breathing deeply. Feel your low back open up. Those hips release a little more. Another deep inhale here. Slowly rise up, lengthen top of head, away from tailbone. If you were in diamond, bring heels closer in towards groin. Come back into butterfly. And if you're in butterfly now, we're going to take one leg out to the side. So take one leg straight out. And then actually, let's go straight forward first. I'm going to turn sideways. Let's do a little half butterfly. So from the butterfly position, that was just like this. Take that left leg straight in front of you. And then you're just going to rise up, sit tall. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen your spine. Integrate the front of your ribs together, so you don't press your rib cage forward like I do all the time. Trying to redirect. Lengthen head away from tailbone. Sit tall. And let's deepen our stretch by going a little forward. Elongate your breastbone. And you're going to slowly stretch over this leg. Reach. You can have a pillow by taking your hands under your bottom knee. If that feels good to you, you can do it that way. Or you can reach for the shin, the ankle, wherever you can reach for. And then you're just going to gently pull your heart through. Keep some space. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Let's deepen into the stretch. Go almost to where you can't go any further. And then we're going to hold it there. We have some more space we could go towards, go deeper into it. Because we're not forcing ourselves to the utmost max. So pull back a little from your end range. And let's commit to hold it here. Breathing in, breathing out. It's a great way to end the day or after you do a run or a cardio workout. It mellows you out after doing yawn, active-based workouts. You've been decompressing from a long day at work. This is really helpful and beneficial to clear your energy out from the day. You feel a give, go a little deeper into it. Keep exploring your practice. When you feel a give a little more, go deeper into it. Finding new levels, explore. Take another deep inhale here. Lengthen top of head away from your tailbone. Come all the way in. Breathing in, rising up. And then exhale, just circle those arms around. Keep that length in your spine. You're going to take this leg. I want you to extend it out straight. And then I want you to fold the other leg in. Bottom of foot rises up towards your groin, inner thigh. Keeping that length in your spine. Integrate those ribs. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. We're going to start to reach over the front of this leg, mid breastbone, over front of thigh. Maybe you have your palms up under that bottom knee for a little extra support. If it feels like you need it, go for it right there. Lengthen. Stretch your heart through the arms. Keep that length. And then you're going to reach for the shin, maybe for the ankle or your foot. Stay here and breathe. Listen to your body. Find your edge. Commit to staying there. Seeing it through. As long as there's no sharp pain. I had a little sharp pain earlier, so I had to readjust. Maybe some of you felt the same as me. Who knows? Maybe it was beneficial when I shared that readjustment. Just a way to modify a pose. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen, lengthen a little bit deeper. When you feel a give a little into it, even more. Spine is long. Keep stretching, stretching, stretching. Entire spine lengthens. Give a little more. Honor your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Explore. Pull heart through, stretch that mid back long. If you want to modify this, it might look like it's up here more, and that's totally good too. Wherever you're at, embrace. Do what feels right on your body. Take another deep inhale here. Inhale, exhale, rise up, lengthen top of head away from tailbone, lengthen arms overhead, stretch spine tall. Just gonna circle those arms around, and then I'm gonna have you take this knee, extend that leg out, gently shake out both knees for a moment. And we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a little seated caterpillar, stretching out over the legs. Feel how you're lengthening up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. We're gonna stretch into those hamstrings, low back. Maybe have hands under your knees for support. Maybe grab your shins, stay here and breathe. Find the point where you're still comfortable. You're almost pushing it, but not quite there. And just stay here and breathe. Keep stretching spine long. Inhale. Exhale. Soften into it. In. We're not forcing anything. There's also strength in being soft and pliable to bend. Feel that low back starting to open up more. Feel the length in the back of those hamstrings. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Go a little deeper when you feel the give. Lengthen mid-back. You can stay here if you want to deepen the stretch in your shoulders, as long as you haven't had a recent shoulder surgery. A rotator cuff. You can clasp your hands together behind your back and then gently go a little bit deeper for a moment. Stretching shoulders and chest, and inhale and exhale. Just a slight variation if you want to go a little deeper. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep inhale. Softly, I'm going to release those arms. Bring them back forward. Rise up. Head away from tailbone. Coming all the way up. Excellent. All right. And then from here, what I want you to do, you're just going to slide forward a tiny bit on your mat. And then I want you to feel like you can just really root down into your sits bones again. And then I want you to just lift your heart for a little back bend. Keep shoulders down, away from ears. And then gently release. 2 more times. Take a deep inhale, lift heart. Exhale 1 more time. Little mini back bend, breathing in. Gently release, and then I'm going to ask you to extend your legs out straight. Push down into the palms of your hands as your shoulders drop, your heart lifts, and then I want you to just gently press into your heels, and I'm going to ask you to elevate and just look right straight ahead. Lift up heart. Inhale, exhale for 3 breaths here. You're inhaling, chest is open. Exhale, lift glutes a little higher. Inhale, exhale. 1 more deep inhale. Slowly bring hips back down, little reverse plank. We're gonna fold our knees in, and then next, I'm gonna ask you to come all the way down to your mat. Maybe reach behind your thighs, scoop your abdominal wall in, lengthen, lengthen until you come all the way down. Now, once you have your back on the mat, we're gonna crisscross one knee over the ankle. I just said the reverse, I caught myself. Crisscross your right ankle over the left knee. Feel how your hips are squared to the sky. Lift up legs, reach under that hamstring of the left leg, flex your feet, gently hug in. Maybe you take your right elbow, gently press into the right inner thighs to give you more space in that hip socket. Flex your feet to energetically support your hip sockets. Give your knees some support, the correct alignment. Hug in and just stay here. Connect. Get those deep lateral hips, glutes. Doing a little recline pigeon. Feel how back is in contact with your mat. Head lengthens away from tailbone. Feel how it's releasing tension out of your hips. If you want to get a little deeper into your glutes, take hands from behind your thigh, slide down maybe to mid-shin, and then at this point, rather than flex the bottom foot, go ahead and relax the bottom foot. You could keep this top one flexed. Hug in a little deeper. Feel how it goes deeper into that glute. Go pressure point. Breathing in, breathing out. Go back as close to the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Just melt the tension, stagnant energy out of that hip. We trap a lot in our hips through many layers of experiences. We don't want to carry excess baggage around with us, so if anything feels heavy, just release it. Acknowledge it, and then release. That way you can free your energy. One more deep inhale. Softly, slowly release. We're going to bring this leg down. And then let's switch. Resettle. So your hips are straight. They're directly under the shoulders. You're aligned. Take the left ankle now. Crisscross above the right knee, not directly on the joint. Reach under the back of your right thigh. Hamstrings, use that left elbow to maybe guide that left inner thigh outward a little deeper away from you. Flex your feet. Support those hips. And breathe. Feel spine lengthen into mat. Flex feet, give the hips energetically space in there. Alignment, breathing in, breathing out. If you wish to go a little deeper into your glute, switch hands from behind the back of this thigh. Go down, lower leg, mid-shin, cross that tibia and pull inward. Let this bottom foot relax. It'll feel a little more comfortable. Hug in. Feel low back connect deeper into the mat. Feel that glute right at the top of that thigh. Breathing in, breathing out. It'll feel like almost a circle where it really deepens into that glute. Spine is long. Let's take one more deep inhale here. Softly, gently release. All right, we're going to take that leg. Woo. Bring both feet to your mat, side by side. Maybe do a little windshield wiper. Gentle little windshield wiper. Good. Release your back, your hips. Next, what I want you to do, we're going to turn, and I want you to lie on your abdominals for a moment. So we're going to turn onto our side. I'm just going to turn around a little bit. I think I will go, I don't want to kick. See, I have more space for my legs this way. Okay. We're going to come all the way down, and I want to get into the quad and your psoas, the hip flexor, because when you do cardio, those can get really tight. So we're going to come on all the way down to our mat, and then once you're all the way down, we're just going to have our hip bones make contact into the mat. I'm just going to slide forward a little. So make sure that you avoid this kind of motion. Like, you don't want to lift up the hip bones off the mat because that'll end up compressing the low back. So think of your tailbone stretching long. The two anterior superior iliac spines, those are the bony hip bones in the front. You want those to stay down against the mat. Next, you're going to fold your hands under your forehead just for a second, and just settle into the mat for a moment. Just let that low back decompress for a second. Feel tailbone stretch long away from you. Inhale. Exhale, tailbone lengthens. All right. Next, what I want you to do, keep the knee and the ankle in alignment so you don't let the knee fall outward. And I want you to reach back, and I'm going to have you grab your foot, your ankle. You're going to keep your forehead resting on your back of your hand. Tailbone stretches long. And I'm going to have you do a little bow variation where you're going to lift and you're just going to stretch. You're going to start to lift the thigh off the mat, tailbone long so it avoids any spinal compression. Hip bones against mat, open chest and shoulder, collarbone, and you're just getting a nice stretch through the front of that hip and thigh. Collarbone opens up. Get a slight stretch, anterior deltoid, your pectoral muscle, breathing in, breathing out. Tailbone lengthens. You're either reaching for the ankle or your foot. I'm not going to have you flex your foot in this variation today. Just going to have you have your foot be pointed. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel the front of that hip open more. Tension easing out. If it bothers your knee, gently release the leg. One more deep inhale. And gently release. Rock pelvis side to side for a moment. Release your hips and your back. All right. Let's switch. Rest your forehead on back of other hand. Bend the knee in. You're keeping your hip, your knee, your ankle in the same path of alignment, so you keep the joints aligned. Take the hand, stretch straight back, shoulder relaxed down away from here. Grab your ankle or your foot. Gently, you're going to start to lift that thigh away from the mat. Relax your forehead on back of hand, and we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Keep hip bones touching the mat to protect your low back. I'm not going to have you flex your foot. Keep it pointed or relaxed, grabbing that ankle or the foot. Tailbone elongates away from you. Feel that tension easing out slowly. One more deep inhale here. And gently release that leg. Rock side to side, gently release low back. Now from here, I want you to press down into your forearms. And then I'm just going to have you come back to the mat. So you have your backs of your hands crossed, and you're just going to do this little push-up lift. Feel it go under the armpits. Pull your breastbone towards the wrist. Feel that middle back in between the shoulder blades, elongate in that thoracic spine, lower back down. So it's like you're gonna press into the hands as you pull your breastbone, your heart towards the wrist, and lower back down. 2 more. Lift your heart, press down into the hands. Feel some space open up, middle back, lower back down. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Now from here, as you lower down, pull your elbows in really close to the sides of your body. And then I just want you to hover. Open your chest, hover, and then lower back down. Tighten your core, shoulders down and back, scoop abdominals, hover chest slightly off the floor. Gently come back down. 2 more times. So it's like you're lifting your heart, you're hovering. Gently come back. 1 more. Strengthen your middle back. And gently release. Walk your elbows directly in line under the shoulders. And then what I want you to do next, you're going to be pulling your heart through the arms. We're going to do this low cobra like a sphinx. Sphinx, sphinx. I get that so mixed up. Sphinx, sphinx. Pull heart through. Keep the width across your collarbones. And I want you to elongate the back of the neck, the cervical vertebra, by doing a gentle little chin tilt down to the front of your neck. And just feel the space in the back of the neck open up. Press down into your forearms. Lengthen sides and neck, shoulders down and back. A bit of spine extension. Tailbone reaches long behind you. Take 1 more deep inhale here. And out a deep sigh. Relax, release. All right. Gently take hands directly in line under the shoulders. You're going to lift up the knees, lift up the legs, I should say. Press all the way up. And you're going to slowly come into a rest pose. So I want you to come in, I'm going to come into a little balasana, rest pose. You could either curl the toes under to support your knees more. And today it actually feels like I might be able to go all the way to the tops of the feet. First, let's do a little stretch for the feet. It might feel good for you. Where you have the toes curled under. And you're just going to rest your hands on the front of your thighs for a moment. Stretch your spine tall. Couple inhales, exhales, just to stretch out the bottoms of your feet, the fascia on the bottoms of your feet. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more time, breathing in, breathing out. We're just hitting the spot. We're not staying there too long. All right, gently release. And then your choice, you can either keep toes curled or come straight back, tops of feet. And then today, just bring your palms this way, palms to sky. Elevate your heart, head away from tailbone, hip hinge till you make it all the way to where you can. You could even put a yoga block under your forehead or a pillow or a rolled up blanket, whatever works for you. Now keep openness across the front of your shoulders and just release down. And stay here for a moment. Stretch across your upper mid back. And inhale and exhale. This feels really good. Also on your low back to decompress it. Feel your sits bones reaching back behind you against the back of the thighs here. It's like your sits bones pull back. You want that oppositional lengthening energy in your spine, creating some space and length. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax those shoulders. Feel sides of neck elongate. One more deep inhale here. Slowly walk hands under your shoulders. Lengthen head away from tailbone. Press all the way up. Excellent. And then I'm going to ask you to sit in a Sukhasana. Let me check the time real quick. Okay. We're going to sit with our ankles crossed in front, coming into a little Sukhasana, easy pose. And what I'd like for you to do, we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to reach one hand to the side of our knee. And we're just going to elevate, lengthen, and do a little seated twist. Breathe in, breathe out, maybe lift heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Get those ribs to expand. Gently return center. We're going to take this hand to the outside of our knee, elevate, lengthen the spine, and then just do a little twist. Your hip bones face forward. You're twisting from mid-back between your two shoulder blades. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Feel those ribs laterally expand. Exhale, gently release. Once you return to the center, I'm going to ask you to either take a yoga block by the side of your body, or a pillow or a rolled up blanket, whatever works, or you could just bring your palm to your thigh or to the floor next to you. We're going to stretch this whole side without lifting this hip up. Open up your whole entire side. Maybe bring hand behind head. And then just rotate, open up breastbone a little. And just breathe for a moment. Little side bend. Lateral spinal flexion, chest opens. Feel ribs lengthen off the hip bone. Breathe so you can expand those ribs, stretch those muscles between the ribs. One more deep inhale here. Lengthen. Now stretch that entire side long. As you rise up, create the length. Excellent. Come down with this hand. You could put a yoga block by your side if you wish. Or you could have your hand palm up like this, rest on your thigh. Or you could even bring your forearm palm up to the floor. We're gonna stretch up. I know this is the tighter side, so we all have one side that might be tighter than the other. So that's because we're not robots, we don't move, programmed certain degrees each side. So you may find that one side's a little tighter than the other. We're stretching up, 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 lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Keep the sits bone into the mat. Go to where you're comfortable without force, and just stay here for a couple breaths. Open up those ribs, keeping the length in your spine. Lift heart slightly, open up a little space in there. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, we want that hip down against the mat to avoid compressing the spine. We have to stretch up and then go over, lengthen, lengthen up, and then over, rib out of hip. Breathe into those ribs, expand, create length for your spine. One more deep inhale here. Stretch arm to sky, really create the length, lengthen up, up, up. Stretch that whole side. Awesome. All right. Couple little shoulder rolls. Up, down, back, away from ears. Release any tension out of shoulders. Release your neck. Reverse, elevate, roll forward. Just easing all the tension out of your body for recovery. Awesome. All right. We're just going to reach arms to sky. Bringing our hands to our heart and Anjali Mudra. Think of the color green for your heart chakra for healing energy of the heart. Inhale, exhale. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope you feel like your joints feel loosened up and you feel more calm and peaceful. All right, thanks for joining, everyone. Peace to you. If you like my channel, please help me by subscribing or sharing. I'd so appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. I want to do kickboxing soon. I'm going to try for that. That's lots of energy, so I got to get my energy up, and I'll do it. All right, you take care. Peace, everyone. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Bye.